Good evening. This is the Committee of Adjustment meeting for the Town of LaSalle, Wednesday, May the 25th, 2022. I'm going to call the meeting to order tonight. I'm going to take roll call of members. Please confirm that you're present when I call your name. James Boscario.
Present.
Valentina Bernoni.
Present.
Vince Marcotte.
Present.
Teresa Nicodemo.
Present.
Ryan Tufts, Planning Technician, Secretary Treasurer of the Committee of Adjustment.
Here.
And Alan Burgess, Supervisor of Planning and Development and Deputy Secretary Treasurer of the Committee of Adjustment.
Present.
And my name is John Lee. I'm your chairperson. All applications are subject to a 20-day appeal period. Any person desiring to appeal the decision of this Committee of Adjustment may, upon request in writing to the Deputy Secretary Treasurer, receive a copy of the decision to be used for an appeal. The fee for filing an appeal can be obtained from the Deputy Secretary Treasurer. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest tonight?
None received.
Thank you. So noted. Could I have an adoption of the minutes from the meeting of April 20th, 2022? Do I have a motion?
Move
Jim?
adoption.
Seconder? Vince? And that carries. Thank you. Mr. Tufts, are there any requests for withdrawal or deferral tonight?
No, we did not receive any.
Thank you. Okay, first application, A0322, file 4139, LA Urban Living, owner Dave Maggio. And it's to allow for the construction of 3 semi-detached dwellings for a total of 6 units at the location. And Mr. Tufts is going to make a presentation on the severance application.
Okay, so I just need to be able to share my screen.
Brian, you should be able to.
Okay, thanks. So the first item we have is a minor variance to allow a reduced minimum lot area from 330 square meters down to 320 square meters. If approved, it would allow for the construction of 3 semis. Subject lands are zoned residential 1. This is just a sketch of the proposed semis that are going to be built and a concept plan. So they require the variance in order to construct the homes. The frontage and all other setbacks will be maintained in accordance with our existing bylaw. Semis are permitted in the residential 1 and residential 2 zone, and the dwellings are keeping with the general characteristics of the Malden mixed-use corridor. If approved, the conditions that we would be looking for would be a survey, all property taxes paid, cash in lieu of parkland, $750 per unit. The applicant purchased the closed alley, received lot grading sheets. They apply for a right-of-way permit with the municipality and pay the fee. They install water, sanitary, and storm for each of the units. They confirm that there's sufficient utilities, that they install a sidewalk, that they submit as-built to the town, that they provide the securities for the construction of the work, and that all is completed by May 25th of 2024.
Thanks, Ryan. Mr. Maggio, you may speak to the matter. Please introduce yourself and provide next brief explanation of your application. And please confirm that you've read and understood the staff report.
Yes, hi, I'm Dave Maggio. I read over the area of what has to be done. My proposal was to, I had constructed these semis on Westview Park Boulevard, so they're going to be very similar in stature to what I want to construct on Edgemore. Obviously, with the minor variance getting approved, my intention obviously is to close the alley. If I had the opportunity to purchase the other half of the alley, obviously I didn't have to go through the minor variance, but it's the understanding that the neighbor is wanting her part of the alley. So hence the minor variance. These semis are going to have a pretty nice curb appeal to the area. I think it'll fit into the area itself.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Maggio. Committee members, any questions for Mr. Maggio? Alan?
Actually, sorry, Mr. Chair, just before proceeding on, I just wanted to indicate that since the time of the writing of the report, we did receive a letter of support from one of the neighbors with regards to the proposed development of the semi-detached units. There was also a letter of concern. The letter of concern was with regards to the side yard setbacks, which are permitted and is not a matter which is being discussed before the committee tonight. So, and the other concern was with regards to drainage. And I've sent an email through to the owner or the concerned resident, just letting them know that these units will have proper rear yard drainage and they meet the requirements of the zoning bylaw as far as the amount of green space or landscape open space.
Yes.
I just wanted to bring those two matters
Okay,
for the
I think
committee.
so. Any questions for Mr. Maggio? Seeing none, any committee members, any questions for administration? Vince?
Just one, I'm pretty sure this is straight, but the $750 instead of parkland dedication, that's times 6. I'm not sure what you're calling a unit. 6, these are 6 living units, I'm assuming. The 750 is times 6.
Correct.
Thank you. And Mr. Maggio knows that as well, right? Didn't want any surprises.
Okay. Having heard any comments, concerns made by administration, agencies, and the public, is the committee ready to make a decision? Do we have a motion? Teresa? Seconder? Val? All in favor? That carries. Thanks, Mr. Maggio.
Thank you.
Next application, B0722, file 4138, Thomas Polton. Application for consent to recreate one new lot at 9150 Kennard Drive. And Mr. Tufts is going to make a presentation on the severance application.
So the subject land is zoned rural residential. So we have the retained parcel and then the severed parcel. The properties at 9150 and 9170 Kennard had both merged together, and the applicant is just looking at recreating the property at 9150 Kennard. If the application is approved, we would be looking for a survey and a lot grading plan, both of which would be required by May 25th of 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Tufts. Mr. Polton, you may now speak to the matter. Please introduce yourself and provide a brief explanation of your application, and please confirm that you've read and understood the staff report.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian Paulton. I am sitting with my family here in our family living room at 9170 Kennard Drive. I grew up on this property with my family. My parents built their house in the late 70s, and I'm looking to move back into the neighborhood with my young family so that my family can, my apologies. Didn't realize the camera turned on as well. So that my family can help in the maintenance and upkeep of our 4 acres of wood lot. And we would like to help my father to remain in his home for as long as possible while my family grows and we continue on here in LaSalle. So that's the reason for the separation and the creation of a new home lot for my family.
Thank you, Mr. Polton. Committee members, any questions for Mr. Polton? Seeing none. Committee members, any questions of administration? Seeing none. Having heard any comments, concerns made by administration, agencies, and the public, is the committee ready to make a decision? Vince?
So moved as presented.
Yeah, second. Jim, all in favor? That carries. Thank you, Mr. Polton.
Thank you so much. We appreciate being allowed to move back into our old community and rediscover the new LaSalle.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the next meeting is June the 15th, 2022. And yes, Al,
I thought it was the 22nd.
Just before the meeting closes, I just wanted to let the members know that the November meeting will most likely be canceled, and we'll be bringing that as far as a comment on the next agenda,
okay,
Okay, but
just as a result of the elections.
The meeting is going to be the 22nd, Val.
it is
the
on June
meeting is the 22nd.
Yeah,
June 22nd. Okay.
Thank you.
November,
Okay, date of the next meeting would be the 22nd of June, 2022.
And the November meeting will be canceled.
Okay, and that'll be in the next agenda.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is there a motion to adjourn? Val, second. Teresa, thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
I'll see you in